Hey folks, how do we get from a few basic ingredients to one of the tastiest things that you'll ever eat? Sweet, that is. So how do we get from them to this? And these are oh so good. These are like chess bars, but they're an older version that was around in the Depression era. These are called Ooey Gooey Bars. And stay with me, and I'm going to show you how a few basic ingredients makes this, and it is oh so good. It was the 1930s in St. Louis, Missouri, when ingredients were scarce. An American German baker accidentally trying to make coffee cake got the ingredients switched up backwards, and he came up with something we know today as Ooey Gooey Bars or chess bars. The difference is chess bars uses yellow cake mix. Ooey Gooey Bars uses a made yellow cake mix, and that's what we're going to do. Hi friends, it's Billy Tea Garden with Tea Gardens in the Kitchen. Welcome back for another great episode where we're going to dive into Depression era goodies. And this time, as I say, we're going to make Ooey Gooey Bars. But if you have a yellow cake mix, it's chess bars. That's the difference. So before we get into this, please subscribe. I'd sure appreciate it. And don't forget to like, comment, share, turn on notifications, all that kind of good stuff. I'd sure appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. Let the algorithm know you like our content. I'd sure appreciate that. So, as you know, without further ado, let's get into this. Show you what we got. Okay. And here we already have a cup and a half of flour. We have 2 teaspoons of bacon powder and a little bit of salt. So we're just gonna whisker this up. Whisker. I guess it makes sense. Kind of looks like cat whiskers, huh? Oh well. Anyways, we're gonna whisker this up just to mix it up good. So few ingredients, so simple, so good. Okay, now we also have powdered sugar, 4 eggs, vanilla, an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, white sugar, and we already have our pan floured and butter sprayed. So the modern version of this actually used yeast. It was they put yeast in the crust to actually raise it some, but then they left the yeast out and just used all-purpose flour without the yeast, which makes a different kind of a flaky kind of crust. And therefore they come up with Ooey Gooey Bars. This baker's name was Neiman Marcus. So these bars are also known as Marcus bars or Neiman Marcus bars. So we already have our oven on 350, and we already have our butter over here melted. We're going to put us an egg in this. Should have a thick consistency of a batter here. And here we have half a cup of butter. This is no salt butter, which I like to cook with. Seems like it holds better, sets up better, just has a better base. So let's get our mixer out. We got our mixer out here, and I also want to put my sugar into this. And it should come out thick. If I can get my beaters in here. Beaters, just beaters. I don't know why every time I think of beaters. I think of Michael Jackson's Beat It. I kind of miss that dude. Don't you guys? Leave me a comment. Do you kind of miss Michael Jackson? And yeah, he was weird and stuff. And you know, back in school, that was one of those singers that nobody wanted to admit that they had, but everybody did. Yeah, that was just one of them things that, like I said, nobody wanted to admit they had it, but everybody did. Remember the glove on one hand and the jacket with the zippers all over it? Did you have one of those jackets back in school, red or black, had the zippers all over it? Leave me a comment, let me know. I bet they're worth money today. So we're just going to combine this. Okay. Now, as you see, it's good and it's real crumbly like. So now we're going to take our pan and we're going to press this into the bottom of it. We want to pack this into the bottom of our pan here. So we already have our oven, like I said, on 300, 350, 300. Like I said, you know my oven runs hot, as I said 100 times, maybe more. So I've got it on about 300. Get it packed in there like so. As you see, like so. Let's see here, I think I need more on this other end, a little bit more. And this will be one of our Depression era goodies. Like I said, back in a time where ingredients were shy, and the guy was actually trying to make a coffee cake or something like that, it says, and he screwed up. And this is what he came up with. Okay, I just had to go to the microwave and soften my cream cheese up just a tad bit more. And we want a couple of teaspoons of vanilla, like so. Not really measuring that. Now, we're just going to cream this together. Oops. Kind of got it hung. Okay. Get these back up in here. Okay. Now, we're going to put our eggs in one at a time and beat them in. First one. There we go. Now. Let me scrape the sides down and stuff. Get that goodness off of the sides there. Okay. Sorry folks, that's a little too far away. My bad, wasn't paying attention. Okay, there's one. I think that was actually a duck or goose egg there. Doesn't matter. I think it was a goose egg. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. My uncle brings these and he slips some duck eggs in here once in a while. And what do y'all think about goose eggs? Ever tried them? They're just a little bit richer. You know, if you've had ostrich eggs, they're just not nearly as big as that, but they got a good rich flavor and a full yolk. Okay, like that. All right. And now we're just going to pour this on top of this, like so. And get all that out of there. My grandmother used to fix transparent pie back in the day at the holidays, and this is very similar. I didn't want to make a pie crust, so I just decided to make chest bars instead. And there's our bottom. That's going to be good. Okay, now all we're going to do is slide this into our oven. We're going to bake it. Whoops. We're going to bake it. We're going to raise that up a little bit. We're going to bake this on 350. Okay, folks, we're going to bake that for about 15 or 20 minutes on 350, and then that's to bake our bottom, and then we're going to reduce our heat to 300, 325, and cook another 45 to 50 minutes, or until the inside is set up and it jiggles. So, if you want to know what we got, what kind of a finished product we got, come back when we're finished, or when we're baked up, and I'll show you what we got. Don't go nowhere, folks. This is so exciting. See you soon. Hey, friends, we are out of the oven now, and I want to show you what we got. Ooh, these are like chest bars, but actually taste better. These are, like I said at the very beginning, ooh, they are so good. Wait till you try that. It's called an Ooey Gooey Bar, like I said in the beginning. And if you'll take those few basic ingredients I showed you how to put together and try this, you can do this a few different ways. You can use 1 egg in the base. You can use 3 eggs in the top like we did. You can use 2 eggs in the base. You can use 2 in the top to make a like a custard top. You can do that however you want to. So, thanks to a German cook way back in the day in the Depression era that got a few ingredients messed up, and this is the tastiest treat that an accident could come up with. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been Billy T. Gardens in the kitchen. Till next time, show you what we got going on then. Thank you guys. If you watch this all the way through, I sure appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, follow, and turn on your notifications. Love you guys. Till next time, see ya.